Hey guys, welcome back to Grave Reviews. My name's Chris, and tonight I checked out this new horror movie called The Elevator Game. It is directed by Rebekah McKendry, written by David Ian McKendry and Travis Sepala. I don't know if there's relation there. Perhaps they do share the same last name, or maybe it's just a coincidence. Who could say? Covered a movie of hers before called All the Creatures Were Stirring that came out a few years ago. Not a fan of that one. Or maybe this one. Anyways, the movie stars Gino Anania, Megan Best, Alec Carlos, and Nazari Demakowicz. I'm really bad at pronouncing names. Either way, I think my point is, I have no idea who any of these people are. So the movie's about a bunch of YouTubers who have a paranormal, hunting show, and in their desperation, do the elevator game, which is a ritual in which if you press buttons in a certain way and you're taken to a specific floor, the fifth floor woman will come and kill you unless you close your eyes. It's confusing and dumb. Dumb. So this movie is not very good. In a lot of ways, it feels very teeny bopper horror, which is fine. It feels gateway horror-ish, but characters speak in adult language and stuff like that, so it's obviously not aimed at a PG-13 rating. It's more of an R rating. There's some gore that feels out of place, but the whole thing has this feeling of these are like Disney actors or something. It feels like a Goosebumps episode in a lot of ways. Maybe it's because it feels like it's written by old people trying to sound like kids, and it just doesn't work. All of the kids feel like they're in their mid-20s, but the one guy is supposed to be like a high school student, and he looks like he's like 25. It just makes no sense. It doesn't work. None of the characters are particularly interesting. They're all vapid and superficial, very poorly written with kind of shitty motivations. The lead guy's motivation is that his sister in the cold open goes missing, and he kind of tricks this whole group into playing the elevator game so that he can find his missing sister. And the other people are in a desperation to keep their YouTube show alive by making an episode to appease their sponsors. It all feels like they're trying to incorporate these modern ideas of YouTubers and influencers, and there's a B-plot of one of the influencers taking advantage of a young girl. And it's all like stuff you've heard on the internet, but you don't actually know any knowledge of how this stuff works. And so you're just kind of going to these most superficial and stereotypical ideas you've heard of this stuff. Does that make sense? So the movie outside of that is just filled with some really crappy jump scares and incredible tropey storytelling and horror moments. The fifth floor fifth floor woman? I don't know. Woman? She's a girl? She's a lady. She's about as tropey as you can get. It's one of these long, dark-haired women with long fingers who creaks her back all around because she's got a lot of back issues and murders people. And we've seen it so many times before. So then we can go, well, what about this whole game? It feels like a creepypasta type thing, and maybe it actually is one. I'm not sure. But, I mean, it's a gimmick, but it's not well realized enough. It's very confusing how it works. It's not just you go to the fifth floor and this woman comes and murders you. It's you gotta go to the second floor. Then you gotta go to the sixth floor. But then you gotta go to the seventh floor. And then you gotta go to the fifth. But when you get to the fifth, you gotta shut your eyes. And if you open your eyes, you die. And it's feels like it's going for this Bloody Mary, Candyman type thing where you're kind of playing the game to kind of dare yourself to doing it. But it's so confusing of how you get there in the first place. It's not simple. And I feel like they wasted a lot of potential in this elevator ride thing, because you could build the tension, could ratchet as you see the numbers slowly change the closer you get to the fifth floor or something like that. But they don't go for anything like that. So the acting is bad, the writing is worse, the social commentary with these parasocial relationships and stuff they're trying to shove in feels superficial and not quite fleshed out or not quite understood enough to comment on. and the horror stuff feels like it's for a teenager gateway horror. And if you're a big fan of horror movies, you've seen all these tropes before, and they're not done particularly well. I thought the production quality is okay at times. Everything is in focus. The audio sounds clean. The lighting is a bit flat a lot of times. It doesn't set a good mood. This is just a really not good movie, and it's weird that it came up on Shudder. It doesn't seem like it lives up to the caliber that a lot of Shudder movies are. Not a fan of the elevator game. So I think I'm gonna give this a 3 out of 10. It's a movie. It's understandable. It's not remotely enjoyable. And so I do not recommend the elevator game. But if you've seen it, let me know what you think. Let me know what I should be watching. And I'll catch you here next time, guys. Goodbye.